Yep. Hold on. I'm gonna send Corey the link. I don't think he's gonna join us, but
He won't.
in case
We
he does,
just jumped right into it, didn't we?
yeah, because it was
Too
9.
bad we didn't have like a video intro. We should have had a video intro.
Well, I
Like, started
yeah,
it
but I want to save
without
it.
any fanfare at all. It's just like, okay, here we are.
Yeah. Well, look, I want people to kind of hop on, so then I can play the intro.
Oh, okay. Can I talk some more about this?
Yeah, go ahead and talk about Nosferatu, a nice
I was
family-friendly
talking about it
Christmas
on the
movie.
other live stream I was on.
It's a nice family-friendly Christmas movie.
I think it sounds to me like it is a lot of the theaters are packed.
Yep.
I think this movie is going to do quite well. We discussed that a little bit on a live stream I was on last week, and one of the people I was talking to, he didn't think it was going to do like he thinks it's going to do what was it he said domestically only 100 and some thousand total. I think it's going to do more than that. I think
Yeah.
this movie is going to do very well this weekend, and I'm glad about that because I really enjoyed it. Hi, Drew. How you
Thought it
doing?
was good. Thought it was decent for a nice Christmas movie.
Sure, and it's funny because it did take place during Christmas.
Oh, that's probably why they released it. It was
I mean, the timing. I mean, but it
based,
gives you something for the adults, and then you have plenty of kids stuff. So
yeah, it's based on true events.
sure.
Just I guess they didn't write it in the history books in Germany in
No, they left that part out.
1838.
Yeah.
Aw. But
Anyway, this is a movie that must be seen on the big screen to fully.
and it's a William Dafoe finest moment.
Willem.
William Dafoe.
No, Willem.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, Willem. A lot of people call him William. It's Willem.
I always call him William Dafoe.
I did too for a long time till I realized what his name actually was.
Let's see, we only got like 3, now 1 person.
Now just one. They're like, we're out of here.
Yeah. Why? It's the Christmas time.
You have to remember it's Christmas. People are probably hanging with their family.
Turn on your Roku and have it play.
Doing more fun stuff than just watching us yap about nothing.
Well, I hope everybody's having a great Christmas. I'm curious to see where 2025 is going to take us. You know, it's going to be
will be interesting.
Oh, now 3 has popped up again.
Can I see this video you were going to show me?
Oh yeah, but well, I wanted to get a bigger group here, but oh well.
That's okay. People can always watch it later.
Okay, so it's only maybe like a few seconds, not too long.
Okay. But then I was like, author, one of our authors.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I got to see what they're doing.
We're talking to Linda Hamilton.
I talked to Linda Hamilton.
See, look, like there she goes.
Here, you'll probably pass out.
Such an influence on me, both of them. I like that, Arturo. That was hilarious.
Merry Christmas.
And I still feel that way.
I hope whoever was watching enjoyed that.
That was hilarious. I was laughing. My mic was muted, but I was laughing.
Yeah, I saw you laughing.
Yeah, that was cool. Thank you.
Was the best.
I like that. I'm definitely gonna have to put it up on my.
You have. Well, I was thinking.
It'll be like a short. Can you make it a vertical? No, you can't. Can you?
I can. It's just
okay. That was cool.
Tariq.
But it just brings all those cool memories back
from
when I met Linda Hamilton and she held my hands. And she rubbed my face.
Well, I can't wait for you to watch my Terminator review version.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I have to film a certain thing, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that until after we get back.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've got
and
to, yeah, I got to finish filming my top list. I filmed my
but
top
Equalizer.
favorites. Huh?
Merry Christmas.
Oh, hey,
Yep.
Equalizer, how you
The
doing?
Equalizer. Oh, Denzel Washington. Yippee! He's been
The
baptized.
Equalizer 3 made one of my I think made my honorable mentions for last year. I enjoyed that film.
Hey, did everybody see that nice intro I made for Sid?
Oh my gosh, you may have to show it a couple times. That was so funny.
I hope it's not as tiring as Corey has the same darkness.
Well, see, that's those. Okay, so that
Well,
little
no,
clip,
that was gold
that
because the way you were
that's
acting was
negative
beautiful.
emotion because I was so pissed about that stupid movie.
Well,
But
then I asked you when we were listening to the Game of
meeting Lindsay
Thrones remake,
Hamilton
and
was fantastic.
and you were like, "Do you have PTSD?" And you're like, "Yes."
What were we talking about?
Well, the
Oh, he'll
Game of
play it.
Thrones remake
Oh
song
yeah,
was
it was
playing, and I
playing the
asked you,
song,
"Do
and
you
you
have
said,
PTSD
and
of
I
this?"
said a
And you're
little
like,
bit,
"Yes."
yeah. A little bit, yeah, because Game of Thrones. So Logical
Oh,
hasn't
Logic
seen what you're
Spark is
talking
like
about.
what intro?
It wasn't really an intro. It was a video he made for Christmas.
Yeah, let me
He'll play
show
it
that to
again.
everybody. This is a Christmas gift to him. Yeah.
But then I was like, author, one of our authors.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I got to see Linda Hamilton.
We're talking to Linda Hamilton.
Talk to Linda Hamilton.
See, look, like there she goes.
Teach
Comes here,
you.
you'll probably pass out.
Such an influence on me, both of them. That was funny.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
I had the idea.
Yeah.
Like,
Fun
you know
times.
what? For Christmas, I should definitely do that. That was the highlight of 2024.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yep.
It was nice.
Yep. I'll never let that go.
Yeah, 2024 is almost done. Just a few more days. My goodness.
Yeah, and we'll repeat that day, or not
What day?
repeat that day, but we'll repeat the con.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
I might go to San Diego Comic Con.
Uh-oh.
This is the first you're hearing about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess what are we gonna do about that con? Then?
If that happens, I'll give my ticket to Corey. And you guys will just have to
Go ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I do not know. It might not. That's why I haven't said
So wait,
anything
why
to
did you
yet.
decide now to go to the biggest
I didn't. It's Sound Booth Theater.
Oh,
And
they're doing it.
Well, so yeah, so like Jeff wants to go, and he wants to either have a booth or set up a booth, like have a booth right with Matt Denneman, the author of Dungeon Crawler Carl, and we could share a
wow.
booth. So I'm like,
Do you think
if
2025
San Diego happens, I would like to go to San Diego. The downside is it conflicts with our con.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Does that mean 2025 is going to be the biggest year for you? Like,
I don't
if
know
you
about
go
that.
there, well, I mean, if they promote
that'll
the
be a pretty cool
show,
experience, but 2025 is also going to be a pretty cool experience with for Sound Booth, because we're creating our own lit RPG con.
Wait,
And that's
really?
yes, that's in Denver, Colorado in July, and that's where I'll be while the rest of the family goes off to the lake. So I'm gonna need a ride to the airport.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna be either you or Javier or your dad will have to take me.
Well, that does complicate things for a con.
It does. I don't know. I'm just putting a bug in your ear. It might not happen.
I guess we'll see.
It's just a maybe.
And then, of course, there's also the con that Sound Booth Theater goes to a lot. That I also went the first time this year, so that was nice.
Chris Gore was talking about that con today on his live stream.
I really liked that experience. It was mainly audiobook based, but
no, it was.
I mean, it still had stuff,
they have like actors and stuff from shows and movies, but it's very much centered on authors. It's a very author heavy con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but overall it was pretty nice.
I got a good Blu-ray movie recently.
Oh yeah,
Can't wait
that
to
was
watch
such
this
a family
again.
movie.
Some other movies I got recently, they're not new movies, but I got this not long ago.
Oh yeah.
And I want to listen to the audio commentary. That's one of the main reasons I got this. And then I got this. It's not my favorite adaptation. I mean, none of the adaptations are my favorite, but this is probably the best one. Hey, Smirk 88, Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New
And
Year.
then I got this, and I know this one doesn't have great, but I was on a Salem's Lot. Like, I was so annoyed at how bad the HBO Salem's Lot was that I was like, well, these others, I feel like they're worth having in my collection. So I got them. And then also Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. I gotten several things this year.
Yes, Ferratu. Was that you? Was that you that commented on my I put up a picture. I put up a picture of the poster, the Nosferatu poster.
Mm-hmm.
And someone posted yes Ferratu or something. Yeah. I've never heard they posted yes Ferratu.
I like how
maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. Maybe
I like how
just
the
a thing
view
that's
with I like how the view with Drew capitalizes all of the words.
all of the words in his sentences. Yeah, The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I enjoyed that movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was okay.
Oh yeah, Silent Hill 2 remake. Really good, faithful remake this year.
Oh, a game. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aw. I still haven't beaten Final Fantasy
I'm not
7
into
Rebirth.
games.
I'm still stuck on that. I haven't even beaten Stellar Blade yet. Very nice family game. Nice girl.
Okay.
Aw.
I'm just, if you're going to talk games,
Okay,
I don't have
so
much to say.
those are the 3 games that I got that came out this year. Only one of them I beat.
3. You only got 3 games this year?
That like ones that came out this year I got.
Oh, okay.
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Stellar Blade, and Silent Hill 2 remake.
Okay.
I heard the Indiana Jones game's not too bad.
Have you ever gotten an Indiana Jones game?
Yeah, I have a Emperor's
Is that what I have on my GOG account?
It's more of an action game.
Do I have any of the Indiana Jones on the GOG account I gave you?
I think you have Atlantis.
Isn't that the one you were telling me was like a point and click adventure?
Yeah, that one. That's the
Okay.
one. I heard it's pretty good. That was
Yeah,
kind of the one I
played it
wanted.
yet. I started playing a game the other day just because I don't know. I didn't feel like watching a movie. I have been screening so many things. Sometimes
Then you need to jump into video games.
Yeah, so I was something about a werewolf, and it was done by the people that did the Walking Dead game.
Oh.
I've heard Carry On is good, Drew.
Oh, I know what you're talking. It's the I think they're like the
werewolf.
game.
Is it werewolf?
Oh man, that's like a werewolf or something. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Is it Werewolf Among Us or?
Yeah.
Wolf
So yeah,
Among
that's
Us
the same people. It's like you choose certain things that happen in the
yes,
and it leads you to a different.
You got these answers you can pick.
Yeah, or actions you can do.
Werewolves Within, is that what?
Maybe.
Oh,
I
now it's gonna bug me, y'all.
I've heard about that game. I heard
let
it
me
was
check.
pretty
Let me
good.
check.
They also have a Batman one too. They have a Batman one. They also have a Borderlands one.
I got to go to my games. Hold on a minute.
I'm not sure if Guardians has one. I could be wrong.
Wolf Among Us. It's called Wolf Among Us. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes in, and then I was like, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm
Aw.
going to mute and hide my cam. I've got to do my asthma stuff. I'll be right back, okay? So just talk. I'll be back.
Anybody play any games that came out this year besides the ones I mentioned? Those are the two or three I've been playing, one I beat. Yeah, I need to get back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I need to get back to Stellar Blade. Yep. I have not. I've heard it's pretty good. Well, besides Indiana Jones, I thought there was another one that came out this year that I was interested in. I guess I didn't have the time to get it. I've been kind of collecting like retro games that right now. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I think I did. Oh, Astrobot. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm interested to get. Actually, scratch that. It's not 3 games that I got this year. Make that 4. I got Tekken 8, which I beat the campaign on that one. So that's like 2 games I beat this year that came out this year, and 2 I'm still playing. So okay, yeah. So that's 4. Yeah, and Astrobot I would like to get. And what's the worst movies of 2024? Well, let's see.
I can answer that one. The worst movies?
Well,
worst movie of 2024?
Well, I was gonna say, in my opinion, I haven't seen a lot lately. I've been so busy. Since seeing the worst of the worst. Oh, by the way, I had to correct myself. I actually got 4 games this year. Tekken 8.
Okay.
That's like the campaign I beat in that one. So that's 2 I've beaten, 2 I have not. Yep. You got that clear. I have not. I kind of I played it for a little while and then I got distracted with other stuff. Yeah, so I think Sin's worst movie is Joker 2.
Yes, spoiler alert, y'all. That's going to be my number 1 worst movie of the year.
Yeah, all that sighing you did.
Oh gosh.
But hey, fortunately that intro that I made will make that go away.
Nosferatu makes my top 10. Can you tell I'm still thinking about it a lot? Yes.
Yeah.
I am.
Like I said, the actress in there
okay.
she looked like Keira Knightley.
I don't think she looks at all like Keira Knightley.
Yeah, well, no, but like certain angles, she kind of reminded me of Keira Knightley.
Did you not know that was Johnny Depp's daughter until I told you?
Yeah, no, I didn't know. She looked kind of familiar, but
I don't think I've seen her acting in anything. I've seen a trailer of a movie that she played in, but I don't think I've ever seen her with anything, and I was impressed with her performance.
Yeah, she was very, like when she would get in those episodes.
Woo! When she would have that last episode she had. Holy cow! Okay.
You know, I got Witcher 2 on my Series X. Sin got Witcher 3 on the GOG. I'm tempted if I
never played it.
I'm tempted if I should just get it on the Series X because I have this.
You don't want to play it on your computer?
I mean, I can. It's just I don't know, maybe. And Witcher 4, well.
Hey, Sean.
So who here hasn't seen the nice intro I made for Sin?
Oh gosh. Okay, don't wear it out.
Well, yeah,
I'll put it up on my channel. It'll be a short.
Oh, true. Yeah, but it brings back nice fuzzy memories of this.
It does. It does.
I could play it a third and final time, but I have to make sure people say yay or nay about it, like if they've seen it.
You could maybe play it before I have to leave. Hey, Enigma, how are you doing?
Merry Christmas.
Oh, wait. So you're talking about the The Holdovers, the movie from last year. No, Keira
No.
Knightley is not Johnny Depp's daughter. He was saying that she reminded.
Yeah,
Arturo was saying
she
that
reminded
she
me
reminded.
of Keira Knightley. Just like certain shots, like when her face would like be in an angle. I'm like, why does
Oh.
she look slightly like missed the intro? Okay, we
Uh,
got one person.
The Holdovers was so good, and if I had seen that movie before I made my top 10 list for the year, it would have definitely ended up on
Oh,
that list.
the bikers was good.
The Bike Riders.
Bike riders, and there was something else too that was also.
For you?
Oh, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, yeah.
And then yeah, Nosferatu. I'm trying to think of another. Oh, well, Sonic 3. Well, if you're
I
into
haven't seen that
Sonic,
yet. I haven't
it's
seen that yet.
pretty decent for like an adaptation of a game, a kid's game, and also a mixture of the darker Shadow the Hedgehog game that I would assume been rated T for teen because he cussed in that game and had guns, which he does have a gun in the movie. Let's see.
Dominic says it was good in there.
German
I think
Shepherd.
I nominated him when I voted on the awards for GAFCA for the Georgia
Jury number 2.
Film
That's a
Critics.
good one.
Juror number 2 was good.
I'm trying to think of another movie. Oh, this is an anime movie based off of the show Spy Family.
Oh, Spy Family.
Yeah, that came
yeah,
out.
that was this year.
Yeah, that like the movie that I went to go see with my friends. That was pretty
It
good.
was intriguing, wasn't it, Enigma? My review for that goes up tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure how I
Where to
feel about
place it.
that ending. No,
Yeah,
how I
the
feel
ending
about
was-
the ending.
Then it was like, okay.
I mean, part of me didn't hate it, and part of me wasn't happy. So I don't. It's weird, but I didn't hate the movie. The movie was interesting, and it presented
Yeah, I think it was called
a
Code White.
moral dilemma. Okay, you're talking about games. All right, I'll stop. If
No,
you're not.
this is the anime.
Oh,
the
anime.
movie.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I do want to bring games up because why not?
Well, I'll just sit here and twiddle my thumbs while you do that.
Well, you should play Stellar Blade.
That's not my thing.
Oh,
Stellar Blade would not be my thing. You know that.
not even Final Fantasy.
Nope.
Um,
Do you know how many
Silent Hill?
times Aurelia has tried to get me to play Fortnite, and she thinks that if Terminator's in it, I want to play it. No.
Well, one game I have been playing since the first Terminator movie was released back in theaters for a night. I got the Terminator Resistance game,
Yeah.
which is so far pretty good. Elden Ring came out last year, or I think actually no, scratch. I think it was 2 years ago. Oh wait, Terminator Zero, finally a Terminator that's an anime.
Yeah, I
That
enjoyed
came out.
that.
Yeah, I really like that they captured like the Terminator's was it exoskeleton?
The
Endoskeleton. Yeah. I like the beginning portion, but also like when the girl goes back in time, but that Terminator. Oh wait, I don't want to say too much.
Oh, yeah. For people who haven't
There's
seen
just
it
a
yet.
scene with the Terminator, like half of the human face is still there, and then the Terminator, like and he was aiming his gun at a specific character. That just looked cool to me. I haven't finished Arcane. I've heard about that.
I've heard
you've
the
heard about
second season wasn't as good.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
But the
I haven't seen the
animation and
first
art
season
style
either.
looks good.
I'm
I do
setting my
have-
timer, by the way, Arturo.
Oh no, don't
So
do
that I don't go too late.
No.
Well, I mentioned
Every-
I could stream for like 45 minutes to an hour, so I'm gonna set my timer for 10:45.
Or maybe make that 10:55.
Yeah.
Huh?
I have an early morning tomorrow. I don't want to stay up too
Oh,
late.
Sashi. Greetings.
Hey, Sashi. Town
Council.
council. Oh no. Oh. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Christmas.
I'm
if
curious.
you celebrate it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I know Indonesia kind of celebrates, like, some areas have Christmas, but they have their own like holiday. So I was curious, like, what you
Neither
guys
one
do
have a
down there.
crotomist.
Huh?
The question, Christmas Vacation or Scrooge, and I was like, neither one. I'm not super crazy about Christmas Vacation, and I don't think I've seen Scrooge because that's also a movie that's not super up my alley. So you see,
Yeah.
the stuff behind me is the stuff
No,
that's up my alley.
Nosferatu was a Christmas movie.
That was a Christmas movie. I'm gonna say that's a Christmas movie because
Die
it takes
Hard.
place
Die
around
Hard is a
Christmas.
Die Hard is a
They have the
Christmas movie.
Die Hard. Oh, you know what else is a Christmas movie? The Long Kiss Goodnight, which you still have not seen.
I have not.
Bring that DVD.
Oh, the Philippines have the longest
Can
Christmas.
you get it so we can take it with us?
I'll have to look for it. Oh wait, wasn't Iron Man 3 considered a Christmas movie?
Took the place during Christmas. Do you know?
Gremlins. I forgot.
Oh,
That's one
Gremlins. You should get Gremlins. You have never seen that.
I have not
Get
seen
that
that.
too. Get
For the
Gremlins. Get
40th
the Long Kiss
40th
Goodnight.
year.
Yeah, bring Gremlins. Do you know the story of what Uncle Tim does every Christmas when he's working at the 911 dispatch in LA County?
No.
He puts out like this radio call, like to the cops or something on the radio about this hostage situation at is it Nakatomi Towers?
Oh,
And it cracks people up.
it's a holiday here, but I was working because retail. We celebrate most major religious holidays because of our mix. Yeah, I know Indonesia is kind of mixed as well. They have like Muslim religion and then Christian religion. It's pretty interesting.
So not all retail is open. Like, it's weird here. Most stores are closed for Christmas, but some things, like let's say movie theaters, they are open.
Yep.
Violent Night, there were parts about that I enjoyed, but then it was a weird mix or mashup of violent stuff, but also kidsy, silly stuff. And the kidsy, silly stuff didn't work for me. I preferred when he was kicking ass.
Yeah. Yeah. I never saw that movie.
I think I've seen the Time Machine 1960 only in bits and pieces, Equalizer. So I didn't remember that it was a Christmas thing.
Oh wait, most people here. Do you want me to show them one last time? That's if you want me to.
Well, I mean,
so there's this video I made for Sin as a Christmas gift. It cracked her up. It made her day.
It was funny.
It's a highlight.
But don't wear it out.
This is only going to be the third time because I don't.
Someone did say, you mentioned this already, and someone did say they had not seen it yet.
Yeah. So
or you could like just play it.
I was going to play it
leave.
one more. Well, yeah, or I could just play it one more time. Let me see what stuff. I'm Hindu myself. Cremate our dead.
Sashi, I love your sense of humor so much.
But isn't Malaysia also has
on behalf of Hindus and Buddhists, you're welcome. Hey Corey, how you doing?
Corey, oh
Wilkie's Movies and Music. His name is Corey.
Turbulence.
Yeah. We have a cousin named Corey, so that was why Arturo was a little. He was unsure. You thought our cousin had shown up.
Well, I know there's a lot of Corys out there. But yeah, do people want to see this one last time? I'm only doing this, but do you guys want to see this nice Christmas gift I gave to Sin? She'll put it up on her channel.
I will.
Probably tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I just saw a really funny thing on Twitter. This lady says, I'm sorry, but this is funny. She said, "My child is desperately wiggling a loose tooth so she can force Santa and the Tooth Fairy to meet and fight."
That's funny.
I don't know why that tickled me, but it tickled me. Okay. All right. Sorry. I interrupted you.
Well,
Carry on.
I was waiting to hear if they want to see it or not, because I'm telling you, it was
You
a
could
beautiful gift.
always like close out the stream with that.
Yeah, but I
Are
like
you
when
gonna
you're
continue
here. I want to see your reaction a third time.
Well, I've seen it twice now. Are you going to continue streaming after I leave?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
don't know.
Oh, Sean says
for it.
go for it. Yeah, it's all the encouragement he needs.
What about Sashi? I think Sashi would love it.
I don't think Sashi's seen it. I did film a video talking about the experience, but I haven't edited it and put
but
it up
this
yet.
is totally different. Like, this is raw of her expressing how she felt on a specific day, which I would say was her highlight of this year of 2024.
It was a memory I will cherish forever.
Yeah, it's also my highlight because of how funny it was.
Oh
Because
my gosh. I had no idea how much an impact that was going to make on you.
Oh, it did. It did.
Hey, Iron Herder. How you doing?
Merry Christmas then and all. Yep. All right. Well, I'll play it one more time.
All right.
One more time. It's only 39 seconds.
It's not
Here
long.
we go. Enjoy.
But then I was like, that author, one of our authors.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my God,
We're talking to Linda Hamilton.
I talked to Linda Hamilton.
See, look, there she goes.
Arnold comes here, you'll probably pass out.
Such an influence on me, both of them.
There
That was
you
in
go.
our friend's booth too, right? I recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice that till just now. Oh goodness gracious!
Beautiful. Yeah, we were explaining. Well, we were telling how you flipped out.
Yeah, Corey, it was. Okay, y'all. I met
If
Linda
it was
Hamilton.
on Twitter X, I wouldn't have
talked
seen it.
to-
Oh,
Oh yeah, no,
Right.
yeah. Oh, I don't know if you must be talking about the meme I saw or the tweet I saw. Yeah, I met Linda Hamilton. I was calm, cool, and collected until after it was all over. She held my hands, you guys. She held my hands.
well, not
And
just that.
both of them. And then she touched my cheek, and it was ready to be attacked.
There you go. Look, raw emotion again.
Look what Enigma said. Yeah, this is how I felt inside, y'all. It wasn't until after it was done. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And I was like, I love this woman. And I mean, I always liked her, but oh my gosh, she was just the sweetest.
Look at that raw emotion. I think I'm gonna take that at some point in another episode of Pop Culture Talk.
It was cool. You know how they say don't meet your heroes?
That is
So
true
sometimes
because
they can be
sometimes
assholes, but
yes,
she was so much kinder and genuine than I expected. Not that I expected anything bad, but you know how a lot of celebrities, just for their own emotional safety and security, they kind of keep they sort of have there's a distance. They're kind and everything, but still there's a distance. And she she was just so genuine, and she was such a sweetheart. I totally did not expect her to grab my hands the way she did.
you left, and then the fandom said yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I held it together. I asked her a question in her panel, and then after her panel, was when I went down to her booth, and I talked to her again, addressing the question that I had asked her. And I just put my hands down on the table in front of her, and she just immediately took both of my hands in hers. Now, maybe it's sort of a protective mechanism. Like if I keep her hands occupied, she won't try to like grab me or anything. I don't know. But she took both of my hands in hers, and she just we both were on because the table was a little high, was standing height. And we both just kind of like were leaned on the table, like leaned in, talking to each other. It was the sweetest thing. I would just like, and then she rubbed my
Yeah,
cheek.
I wasn't expecting that
She rubbed
either.
my cheek, not in a creepy way. My hands were cold, and she said, "Why are your hands so cold?" And I said, "It's probably because all the blood has gone to my head." When she reached up and rubbed my cheek. It was cool.
I was
And
just
she was
Michael
cool.
Myers, and I was
He was just
hoping.
standing there like Michael Myers, like a lump. Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
I think I would be pretty
Gerard Butler.
excited
Yeah,
to
I like
meet.
Gerard Butler.
The guy is really down to earth, very nice, and a
Yep.
really good storyteller. I've been a fan of his since PS1.
Yes, I love you. You know that
Oh,
did you see when he was on the Graham Norton show and he was telling the story? Oh gosh, this story was hilarious. And he was telling the story of when he went to a wedding and because he's Scottish and he was wearing a kilt. And
oh yeah.
that story it still cracks me up. And so he's sitting up there, I don't know, up in front of everybody. And he sees his mom and he's in a kilt, but he's also a guy. So, guys, they kind of like their legs, they hold their legs open. And not all guys, most guys, they hold their legs open. And but he
Well,
had a kilt on.
hey,
But he had a kilt on with nothing underneath because they don't wear things apparently underneath the kilt. And he saw his mom in the audience and she was like doing like this. Like close your legs. That cracked me up. I thought that was so funny. Whenever I see him, that's all I think about is his mom telling him to close your
yeah. I heard David Hayter, the guy that does Snake's voice. I heard he's really down to earth.
David Hayter, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would like to meet him. Emily Blunt, I would like to meet.
Is there romance? Yes, there can be, Corey. There absolutely can be. In the case of me and Linda Hamilton, if that's what you're referring to. Like I have a girl crush on her, but not in that way. I just love her. I've always liked her. I have always liked Linda Hamilton. There's never been.
Well, you definitely liked her
her
since, after that, this year's been like a big banger for you.
Less bang bang. Yeah, well, I'm not super huge into comedy, but I
Depends
have
on the
seen
comedy.
people lamenting about the fact that we haven't had good comedy in a while.
Gosh, when was the last comedy or last good like funny humor?
Hi, Equalizer.
Merry Christmas to all. To
Same
all.
to you.
in the
Yeah, I
TV.
heard she was in Chuck. Yeah. She's also in a show called Resident Alien, which I've heard is really good. Yeah, the moderator of the panel that she had at the con, he because there's like a group where people that go to that con, there's like a group on Facebook, and he's a moderator. He moderates all different sorts of cons, and he said that she was his favorite, which I thought was interesting. Celebrities, I would love to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger because of the
of course, you would definitely fangirl over him.
because of the influence. Like meeting Arnold, I would probably like cry or something because he has had such an impact on me. Just I did a video talking about how the Terminator changed my life when really by extension it was
So wait,
Arnold
if you met him,
Schwarzenegger.
you would cry?
I would probably cry because he's been a big deal to me ever since the Terminator. Like his influence.
So that's another
Like,
fangirl
he
moment, but
influenced me.
it's
You know
not
how
like
I'm always exercising. I make
Yeah.
fitness and taking care of myself and input, and that's all because of the influence he had on me, even though he
Well,
has no idea.
So it would be a fangirl moment, but in a different emotion.
It would be pretty emotional.
And
Yeah.
yes, Sashi's comedy
There's
needs
several
to wait for
celebrities
cancel culture to burn out.
I would like to
I
meet.
feel like it's sort of burning out a little bit. In
Yeah, it
some
feels like
places.
hopefully.
Because let's be real, come on, like Yeah,
I'm so
people make
glad I
really
the
dark
acolyte.
comedy or say dark comedy stuff, but you know, it's comedy. What are you gonna expect? If people are that triggered, then well, that's them.
I haven't seen that movie.
The Acolyte was a comedy for me. It genuinely made me laugh.
Oh, I have no desire to
Just
watch that.
from what I heard, the writing just seemed all over the place.
No thanks. No gracias. I'll pass.
What is there? Was there something that wasn't supposed to, like a movie that wasn't supposed to be comedic was comedic anyway?
The Room.
Well, I know Fire with Fire, or that movie. I don't know if that was just a blooper
What movie?
with I think it was the movie Fire with Fire, Playing with Fire.
Playing with Fire?
Yeah, I had that comedian, and he was like crying to make that other actor start laughing.
Oh, that's a comedy. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a comedy. That was
Well, that might have been like a
key. That was
blooper.
key. That was
must have
key
been-
in
yeah.
who was it? Who was
Oh
who was-
man, I know.
Oh, John Cena.
Yeah, like I don't know if that was like just a blooper or a part of the movie.
Oh, it looked like a blooper to me.
He's so proud.
He got super loud with it too.
Well, it was obvious he was doing it on purpose. Flight of the Phoenix, I felt, was a comedy based on the fact that we watched it.
I haven't seen that
2 a.m. and
movie.
the logic was not on
That
par.
has
with-
Hugh Laurie in it, I think.
Well, does anybody here have any plans for next year? Big plans. Big plans. Extremely expialidocious.
Well, if this is a question for me, it's just going to be same old, same old.
Nothing big, no big reach for the mountain sort of deal.
Well, I mean,
Well-
my job keeps me busy and my duties keep growing, and so I'll be continuing with that, and also continuing with my YouTube channel, talking about movies and stories, and hanging with people that like to talk about the same things.
And then maybe get into video games.
No, I'm not going to be super big into video games. When
Aw.
Enigma wants to travel outside the country. Okay. It does. Sashi, the older you get, it does feel like the more it blends.
Yeah. Like, I always thought going to Europe would be interesting just for the historical architecture and stuff, and just in general, but why do I want to waste hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of dollars to fly all the way over to a country and I don't know the language?
Well, there's a lot of places in Europe where they speak English.
Well, only like Britain. I mean, I'm sure
No,
there's
a lot of Europeans speak English.
that one of those people that react, like that one that video with the whole combination of all these people reacting to that scene in Terminator. I know 3 of the girls that it showed there, they actually all share the same channel. They react, but they're from Bulgaria and they're speaking English.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
The faster the space-time continuum moves. Yes, I do agree.
It
Though to me, for some,
like that.
well, okay, parts of this year felt very slow. While it feels like yesterday since I was waiting for Tekken 8, and that was like in January.
Part of this year feels like it's been ages ago. And then at other times, it feels like it's just been the other day. Like Dragon Con feels like just the other day. Vegas feels like just the other day. Yes.
I mean, they're finding Shashi's brother.
That
a
would be
legit
absolutely
death
fantastic if you could find him. That would be hilarious. I would love it. And then you should share that with everybody.
That would be cool. We met D Movie Man.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah, it was
We
my
met
second
him.
time meeting him. English is not, yeah.
And yeah, that's what's kind of interesting. Like Bulgaria, where these YouTubers are, that they speak English. You could tell they have this really strong dialect. But yeah, they mainly are like speaking English in their video. So part of me was thinking, like, man, did like the English language kind of migrate over there somehow in these certain regions over there?
Well,
I mean, they have their own language.
It became important for a lot of people in the world because a lot of business stuff is communicated in English, and
You know what I found interesting?
so a lot of people learn it.
People are more interested to learn English than so for example, like some Spanish speakers are wanting to learn more of English.
Well, that's because
you
it's such a dominant language.
You would think Spanish would be the next. But
The
apparently it's Chinese.
You mean well, I thought Chinese was the most spoken language. Is it not?
Because it's a big country, and when it comes to dealing with stuff, selling.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It is English. I had heard that, but for some reason my brain was thinking Chinese, but English.
I would agree. I would agree when it comes to the fact that the words don't sound how they should be written.
Yes,
phonetically. We'll give credit for
difficult.
Spanish for sound like. My problem with Spanish is the construction of an entire sentence. That's my issue. And then certain words that are kind of like just inserted in there, and then that throws me off. So I have a pro and con with English and Spanish. But I will say
to them, the way we construct sentences,
yeah,
probably
but see, you gotta
weird.
think of how my mind works.
I know, because you're dyslexic.
And here's the thing: I've heard for dyslexic Spanish is easier, and I'm thinking, well, how?
Well,
the sentence structure is just confusing.
It's probably because of being able to read it a little
yeah,
better.
the words.
I mean, you have dyslexics and the Spanish-speaking dyslexics,
so I could give credit to Spanish being obviously easier to just write it, and even if you make a mistake, it's still gonna look like how it sounds. At least that's what I've noticed. Now English is sentence structure wise, English to me seems right off the bat straight, but writing the words, no. So I could totally understand a foreigner having issues with English.
Oh yeah.
The Crow or Sleepy Hollow?
Sleepy Hollow for me.
Chinese has many dialects. I can understand and speak some Mandarin. Yeah, I also recently found out that the Mandarin is the language, like the Chinese language. Wait, what is that? Cantonese and
I don't know how to pronounce that last one.
Spanish follows a specific pattern. Yeah, that's the. Let's see, and they don't like breaking rules. English disregards lots of rules because it is all about the ers.
The riz.
Well, the problem with Spanish breaking a few rules is feminine and masculine. Certain words that you would think would be masculine or feminine are not.
But that's not. Oh, but that's not.
Like once in a while they break the rules.
So no, but that's not breaking the rules, because the word. Like, let's say a word that ends in A, almost always it's feminine.
Well, no, there are words. Yeah, like I'm saying.
But there are some words that they're not feminine. So it is proper not to use the feminine article with it. That's not breaking a rule. The word itself is legit not feminine.
Well, no, like they have an that's what I'm saying. There's like an A beside whatever word, but you say whatever. But then you say either the masculine or so, and it's like what?
Okay, because the word itself, like if I'm correct, I think a word like drama in Spanish, or some words that end with ma, not comma, but there are some words, maybe it has to do with, I don't know, rooted in Latin or what, I can't remember, but some words are actually just masculine. And so those words, even if they end in a and they're still masculine, you just have to remember, you just have to memorize those situations.
Well, knowing me, dyslexics forget.
Like, I think the word mano is feminine, if I
See, like
remember correctly.
that throws me
It's
off.
a feminine word.
I don't know
I think
how,
so.
because
La
that's an
mano. Yeah, you
O.
don't say el mano, you say la
It's
mano.
an O.
I know it's confusing, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know English breaks a lot of rules, but that's when Spanish really breaks a rule. Is like, what?
affect and effect.
We survived traveling to Hong Kong, not knowing the language city center. There was some English, but further from the center to less, there was, yeah.
The use of affect
In
and effect.
Panama,
Yeah.
people
Oh, sorry, I was
speak 3
you're a
dialects
little
of
behind. Each speaker judges.
Really? Oh, well, yeah. Each type of speaker judges the other speaker or dialect.
Well, that happens a bit in Spanish too.
There's a logic to it on the mask fem pattern.
Patterns.
Like, I understand the patterns for like masculine and feminine. It's when certain words you would assume should be masculine or feminine, but they're not. So that's what would throw me off. Look
Yeah,
at
that's
the
what I was.
use of the effect.
I know.
Effect
This is
in
true. This
in
is true. A
English,
lot
not
of
many
people.
people. Yeah, I that threw me off for a while. That can speak
Also,
English,
some
differentiate.
people. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just reading what he said. That's all.
Also, some people have a real issue with farther and further,
Oh
and
yeah.
uh, a lot. They also don't know a lot of people. Oh my goodness, so many writers too. Like, they don't know the proper use of sprang or sprung. Um, that's and there's some other ones too where they're all sank or sunk. They don't know when to use that properly. So, you know, you definitely have that. That's just an issue of
Well, I
education
think
or
there's
whatever.
just issues with like any language that breaks a rule,
Yeah.
or they don't like. I'm trying to think of an example with Spanish. Like, I try to not, like, right now. I try not to think much of it. Like, I try not to think of it as like an English speaker, but when you put los de blah 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 blah, it to me it's like a whole puzzle game with the sentence structure. That's what it feels like. If that's like a better example of how I feel about the sentence structure in Spanish, while words are fine, it's just the sentence structure.
They also do weird stuff like celo because they don't. It feels weird to say like lelo or whatever. Yeah,
Salo?
yeah. It's
Well,
like
yeah, English is a wild language.
it definitely is. It's a
They have
hodgepodge. It's a
reason.
melting pot, just like the
It
country.
can
Just
be.
like America is a melting pot.
You know, if I had learned Spanish the same way that Papa taught me how to read, probably the problem is
Papa
with
wasn't the
that.
only one that taught you how to read, little boy.
Well, okay, that's true. Well, here's my problem with learning Spanish. It's like I gotta look at a translation because I don't know. I only know a few words, but that doesn't mean I know a whole like what they're talking about unless it's a certain things I could pick up on, like I sort of get the context, but
Yeah.
still not gonna ring a bell. Let's see. First time, long time here. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Y'all.
How you doing?
Once you learn the pattern of the verbs, it all becomes very easy. Probably just right now, I'm viewing it as like a puzzle game that I'm trying to figure out. I promise you. Well, you could say it's a gift. Well, not a gift. You could say, I guess it's a blessing in disguise because I guess I could do something to exercise my brain. Because I could have been speaking Spanish a long time ago.
Yep, she could have.
The Malay language contributed to English. The word
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. You
Well, you
learn
know what's
something new every
yeah.
day.
What's interesting is also Indonesians. Some of so the artist I hire, she's pretty fluent in English, really fluent. And I'm sure there's like some others like speakers over there that's no, actually there are. They're like so they have their own language, but they also speak English at the same time. It's pretty cool. Well, you have about 5 minutes. You sure?
Yeah, what time is it? Yep, I do have 5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, you sure?
I'm getting sleepy because I've been turning in earlier for the
But this is
past
an interesting
several weeks.
This has been an interesting conversation with
But I also
everybody.
have work tomorrow.
Work ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, but we've been over this. I have work. I have to pack. And I have to film my top 10 worst.
But what did what would critical drinker say? Nah, it'll be fine.
Nah, it'll be fine. Yeah, but the critical drinker also likes to drink all the time, so no. I don't know how heavy of a drinker he actually is, but no.
I need to do more research on Malaysia. English is a required subject here, so we all speak a few languages. Yeah. Like I kind of feel bad for countries that are kind of like the less of languages to learn.
What do you mean?
Like, they're not like the biggest importance. Like I feel like English, Chinese, Spanish are the most like important.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I feel like
languages.
Spanish is more widespread. More widespread. The only French thing that's sort of widespread is like Canada.
There's other places where French is spoken.
Oh, wait, Belgium. I forgot.
Yeah, there's probably other places.
Belgium has a mixture between Dutch, German, and French. That's probably why those.
I didn't realize you were Indonesian, or unless I just completely forgot.
Well, hello there.
Okay.
Yes,
Interesting.
I have someone from Indonesia that's drawing my vampire story, which Sin here has not reacted to, except for the prologue.
I reacted to the prologue.
Aw.
I don't do a lot of reactions anymore. I prefer to do reviews.
Lucky. Why? Just because?
I guess because they speak a few languages.
I feel
I guess that's
learning a language is like that. The one thing about learning a language is that you would literally forget it over time. That's crazy.
No, we don't learn it well. We don't learn it well in school.
We learn languages.
That's because in school they try to approach it the same way they approach a lot of other learning, or because most people can typically learn very well with text-based learning, and that's the way they approach it.
I've just been
largely
once a day. I would just do Duolingo. Then I hear a lot of people say Duolingo is not really the best place to learn a language. Well, yeah, but I've learned a few new words, so does that count?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yes, Belgium has a split between.
I'm reading
Split
ahead of you.
Between all of those, we traveled there as well and found ourselves in a couple tight spots, but everybody was so helpful and worked with. See, like those killers in the Brabant killers, that's probably why they got away, because like they would travel to another location and then either the Dutch or the French language would, there would be miscommunications. Like, what do you want to bet? That's probably like 3 languages in one country, and then that gets confusing. Yes, I'm full, but I've been in the U.S. for 24 years, so I am a U.S. citizen, but Indonesian born, still speak the language.
Ah, that's cool.
With the fam.
That's cool.
My mother used to speak more than 10 different languages. Like, yeah, I can't keep up.
All right.
Good news. I bought a wireless mic so that when I speak in Spanish to my students, the text shows up on my giant board.
Oh, cool.
There's a new technology where you could actually have this device that could translate something for you.
Well, I mean, that's been that sort of stuff. That sort of tech has been around forever. That's
Well,
cool.
yeah, but like you could.
So, Enigma. Oh, sorry, Arturo. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna. So, Enigma, you how many is that? Like all you teach all day long is Spanish, or what?
Is Enigma, is he Spanish?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Enigma, but aren't you like? Don't you have like some sort of ethnicity along those lines, or you're just completely fluent because of where you grew up or something? Yes, that's true. Hearing it and it's amazing. So my comprehension level goes sky high when I can read the words that native Spanish speakers are saying. If I can't, it's definitely more difficult. Unfortunately, I am not at that level where I can fully comprehend a native Spanish speaker speaking at full speed, and that I can
Oh,
comprehend
yeah.
everything. I can comprehend a lot, and then they'll throw in a word or a conjugation that I have to like struggle to wrap my head around, and by then I've lost a lot of what they're saying.
That's my other issue with Spanish, is it's too fast. And my mind
It's a fast
cannot,
language. It's the second fastest language in the world.
and my mind cannot keep up with everything. So my issue is when, like, even in English, when someone says something to me, my mind is like a racing game.
English can be fast. Obviously, people can speak really fast in English, and
But-
they smush their words together. So
Well, yeah,
obviously, for
but-
for for a dyslexic, that can be a little bit of a challenge.
Well, it's not that.
I get
It's
it.
like if they're telling me something or asking where something is, I mean, you know, like my mind's in this rush to figure it out. But Spanish, when you're trying to learn, figure out how the sentence structure works, but then they go fast. Like I can't do all three. That's why I have an issue with
I
Spanish.
mean, you could if you kind of jumped into it a
I
little
think
bit more aggressively.
if it was slower.
Move to, oh, okay.
I'm
okay.
also not around a lot of Spanish speakers.
Okay, I see.
Teach me.
Well, your dad.
Yeah,
but he just
I've
doesn't
kinda,
talk to you in Spanish.
Yeah, just,
Yeah.
My father was adopted.
Okay.
His real father is Spain born, and I moved to Argentina at 18 to learn it. Never knew it before. It is easy, I promise, how I teach it. Well, see, if I was maybe around just an area of only Spanish speakers and I had to force myself, then I guess, but even then, I'll still be a lump.
No, you wouldn't. You would, but I think the problem with you is you go into it with this mental block about it, and you complain about it. You spend more time complaining about it, so it's like your mindset.
Well,
is got this brick wall.
I complain about like how the sentence structure is, like that's a puzzle, and then the speed of it.
Yeah, but complaining about it is not going to change it. So, you know how hard people were trying to change the Spanish language to make it gender neutral.
Well,
That's not
no,
gonna
I
happen.
disagree with that.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I sound like, oh wait. I
Yeah,
sound
that
like
is-
thought of Speedy.
Speedy Gonzalez. Arriba, arriba.
Dude,
All
I
right,
think
Arturo.
it is amazing your family has so much talent with languages.
It's impressive. It's impressive.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I guess I'll end it since Sin won't be here.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Say
get
no
ready.
to
Esperanza.
Esperanza.
Hey, Darth, how you doing? I know, Enigma.
Yeah, but well, see, I've been trying
think-
to convince her.
What's it? Yeah.
What is Sin?
I-
What is Sin
I-
saying? Do or do not?
I think we're gonna. You're wanting to have a New Year's, or New Year's Eve.
Well,
live
I
stream?
want to do a New Year's, but let's see, I'm working that
New Year's
day.
Day or New Year's Eve.
Well, we could do New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I do work that day, but I get off at 8.
Oh, that's cool, Darth. That's impressive. I guess we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, I'm working even all through our break, but because I don't have meetings and stuff, I'm a little bit more free for some of that stuff. So,
Well,
yeah, I have to.
you're not doing anything Tuesday.
I mean, I'm gonna be working, but what I mean is I don't have meetings I have to go to. I'm working, I'm doing my audiobook stuff, but I don't have other sound booth theater stuff on top of that. Oh, hi, Darkwoods present.
Oh man,
You
Are you sure?
you joined us just as we're getting ready to wrap up
You
because
sure, Sim?
I mean we've been streaming for an hour.
I mean,
If I weren't in the middle of this huge work crunch, Arturo, where I'm doing 2 audiobooks at once, I would stay up longer, but I got to get up.
Aw.
You make me feel bad. Stop doing that. No. I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, make her feel bad. Make her feel bad. Let's go.
Darth, quit it. Darth is trying to look at this.
Come on.
Oh,
well, I consider
thank
you guys my YouTube cousins. Merry Christmas. I do enjoy this live sharing. Always enjoyable.
Yeah, it's fun. I appreciate every single one of you guys that stop by and take the time to chat. And I like this little, YouTube community we've built of people. And it's so cool to see familiar faces. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, I only set up the live stream on my channel today.
But we have
oh no, don't start that. Don't say it's a inside joke, Arturo.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, has to do with another live stream I was on. because he likes to see the world burn. Obviously.
All right, well, unfortunately, Sin's got to go, so I'll probably just
sorry,
end
you guys.
here.
Yeah,
because I'm kind of boring.
Nice. It's been fun. It's been fun, and maybe we'll do another one next week. We'll just figure out what day is
probably be
best.
out
I
of
don't know.
we'll be out of town though, but we'll be back.
Yeah, we're coming back right before
maybe
New
Corey
Year's.
Michaels movie can finally hop on. We'll probably be busy.
They won't.
Yeah, Corey Michaels movies. If you guys do follow him, he's been a very busy man. He just had a kid this year, actually. Goodness, it's been.
I know, right?
Wow.
Yes. So my Christmas night is I'm getting ready to go to bed. So my Christmas night is already over. But I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you
Drink
guys.
Scream. You know what? Maybe I will. I will get.
I don't think I will ever do something like that because I don't know how loopy I'll get if I have too much like on a live stream. And this is what happens. I just get sleepy. So.
Oh well, no. You know what? I'll drink.
Well, you just have a beer. That's not going to do much to you, Arturo.
Oh, probably not. Make me chill. But all right,
it's okay. It's okay, Corey. Glad you could join, and look forward to seeing you guys in the next year. And yeah, let's talk more movies, watch more stuff,
and video games. Don't forget the video games.
No, not on my end, but
yeah, well, on my end.
Yep, you do.
We gotta be yin and yang.
All righty. Well, you want to hit end stream?
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and happy upcoming New Year. We'll see you maybe next week. Thank you so much for joining, you guys. Go see Nosferatu. If that's your thing, go see Nosferatu. I had a deeper appreciation for it after watching it uninterrupted on the big screen.
And play some more video games.
Yeah, okay, do that too.
And anime.
All right. I'll hit end stream. It'll take a couple seconds. So here we go. Yes. Oh no.